You're listening to Tassie Encounters Moments on Faith FM, and we're coming to you from Tasmania, right across Australia. Each weekday at 9 a.m, you can hear what the Bible says about past, current and future events. You can learn how to study the Bible more effectively. You can get to know who God is, why we're here and where we're going. And you can experience personal encounters with Jesus. I'm your host, Jason Cook, and today Nigel Koolik is back with us. And we've been talking about faith games all of this week. And these games that we've been talking about are actually an original creation by Nigel and a few others who have been contributing and testing out the games. So it's good to have Nigel here talking about it. It's good to have the opportunity to share the ideas and the games with other people. And today we're going to be talking about two of the particular games. There's actually three different sets of games, or three packs of games. They're actually a card pack, is that right, Nigel?
Yeah, so I think we mentioned last time the Abraham one has about 135 cards, the Elijah one has about 88, and I think the Bible Heroes has about 66 cards.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Bible Heroes and the third game called Elijah Stand Strong. So, it's good to have you back. If you've missed out on our programs earlier in the week, you can catch up on our Faith FM website or the Faith FM Australia app that you can download. Now, tell us about Bible Heroes. Nigel, what's it all about? How does it work? What are some of the key features?
Well, as we sort of mentioned through the week, it's a bit of a Trump-style game. So it's quick and simple. Each card, and there's 40 heroes, has has 7 characteristics. So we've included for each Bible character faithfulness, courage, wisdom, kindness, fruitfulness, humility, and perseverance.
And so those characteristics are attached to each of the characters. Is that how it works?
Yeah. So each character has a score originally out of 100, but to change that up, we've adapted that.
Yeah.
And so that's a score out of, I can't remember a number for each one, but each character has some that are stronger and some that are weaker, like we all do in real life. And as you work through them, you compete against someone else with those characteristics. We couldn't leave Jesus out, so we've included him.
He's got the top score in all of them?
Well, we just put him as infinity for all of them.
Okay.
So we've included him as a wild card.
You can't beat him.
And that's right. So we felt, well, we can't leave him out because he is the ultimate hero in the Bible, but we can't score his characteristics either. So he's a wild card and a sort of an option to play. So the base game is straight 40 Bible heroes that you can deal between 2, 3 or 4 people. You can then have the wild card of Jesus to play with that. And then also, above and beyond that, as mentioned last time, we've included blessings and trial cards. We're going to call them blessing and curses, but we thought, well, they're not really.
They're not always curses, are they? It's just real life. It's just a trial, a challenge.
Yeah. So, for example, one of the blessings that you could play would be the player with the lowest humility score chooses the trait. So rather than the winner from last round choosing the trait, whoever's the lowest humility. Or a trial type card might be the winner's card is discarded after this round. And so you've lost that hero. So and similar to real life, that these heroes often failed as well.
Or in some cases they cease to exist.
And they cease to exist, yeah.
Because of various reasons, but yeah.
So we felt that was sort of a fun way to add a new element into this Trump-style game where we can build these discussions and understand, I guess, how these characters were in real life.
So as you're looking at each character, I'm guessing that the person's sort of wondering to themselves as they look at these scores, I wonder why this person's got a higher score in this area and a lower score in that area. And I guess that, like, do the discussions typically happen through the game, or is it later when you say, I don't think that score was fair?
Some of those discussions have happened after, and that's a good point where you talk, well, why has David got really high faithfulness, but he failed so many times? Or why does he have low humility? Or whatever it might be. Why did he lose this round? I would have thought that he was strong in that character. And we've just made a judgment call. In many of these cases, I would say we may be somewhat wrong. But it at least brings up a discussion. And that's one of their main points is having these discussions amongst a family, amongst a group of friends, at school, wherever you are, to build this on. And I guess you could always pen it into a new number if you agreed in your family that was wrong.
So in this particular game, the Bible Heroes, is there any strategy involved in that, or is it just basically pure chance on which card you draw or you've been dealt?
Yeah, so you deal with your hands and it's they're face down, so you just take the top card up.
Yeah.
The thought is, of these characteristics, which ones might be high? And it is a bit more of a chance game because you don't know what the person across you has either. So this is a bit more of a chance game than actually a strategy game, whereas the other two have a bit more strategy. And that's why I think we mentioned playing ages. Bible Heroes can certainly be...
This is better for the younger kids.
By younger kids.
Yeah.
But the older ones still enjoy it too and have a good, fast, quick game.
Mm. Well, you've got another game you want to talk about today, and that's called Elijah Stand Strong. That, like a whole game dedicated to one Bible character. We had the other game called Abraham and the Faith Journey. So this is another major character, obviously.
Well, yeah, Elijah is a major character in the Bible, and we had a small group from our Pathfinder Club go to the International Camporee last year, another Camporee. That there was a little bit of fundraising done for. But as part of that, they announced their next theme as Elijah.
Right.
And when we were looking at games, we were looking at stories in the Bible that had a fair bit of detail in them that we could then incorporate into a game around a character. And obviously Abraham is one of those. I think David's another one of those that would be great. Moses. But one of those also was Elijah. And he had some strong moments and some weak moments.
It's interesting. The last Camporee I think that I went to, which was in Australia, was I think it was Josiah, the young king. Did he become king at a young age or something?
Yeah, I think so. He might have enjoyed the games.
Yeah, yeah, true. Tell us more about how this game, this one on Elijah, actually works. How does that function? So more strategy involved in this one? There is
a little bit more strategy involved. Again, you are dealt cards. So Elijah has whatever it was, 88 cards or so. So it has numbered cards from 1 to 12 to sort of reflect the Elijah story, as well as it has some miracle cards, again, to throw a different...
There are a few miracles that happen in his time.
A few. And so the highest ranked card, which is on Mount Carmel, where he calls down the fire. And the lowest ranked card is the prophets of Baal, I think. And between there's aspects of his story where the prophets hide in the cave, where he's under the broom tree, where he's with the woman...
The widow?
Yeah, the widow.
They were running out of food and oil?
I think so.
Or is that a different
Elisha? That could have been Elisha.
That might have been Elisha.
Might have been both of them. The crows, where the crows fed him.
Ah, yes.
The ravens. Mm-hmm. And all the way down to King Ahab and his wife, Queen Jezebel, as the lower ranked cards. And the idea is there's more lower ranked cards and less higher ranked cards. And you need to play a set and the others need to follow your lead. So if I've played 3 cards, the others need to play 3 cards and they need to play a higher number. So if I've played 12s, they need to play 11s or 10s. And then you've got some miracle cards in there around potentially taking another turn, around cancelling the effect of someone else's special card, around playing whatever. If you might have a couple of 12s and you can play the miracle card with it to make it the highest set currently played as well. And my favourite probably is the fire on the 50s.
Okay,
and
tell us about that one.
So in Elijah's story, there is the king sent 50 soldiers to come and bring him back. And he was standing up on a rock, and the first time the 50 came out, he called fire on them, and they all just burnt to a cinder. And he sent another 50, and the same thing happened. And the third 50 came around in there, and the leader said to Elijah, "Look, I know you're a man of God. Please don't burn me up. The king has asked for you to come," and he wasn't burnt up. But our fire on the 50s is you end the round early. So if you want to take control, you can use that card to help you take control.
Awesome. Sounds a lot of fun. So ultimately, what's the takeaway of this particular, or these two games, the Bible Heroes, but maybe the Elijah one in particular?
So Elijah one really is around faith and courage. Elijah at times had a wavering faith, but you look at his life and what he went through. I mean, standing on top of Mount Carmel with all those priests of Baal surrounding, and having the faith to call fire from heaven, and knowing that he was going to succeed and God was going to succeed for him and show the Israelites who was boss. It's a real moment.
Sounds fun. It sounds a lot of fun. Well, if you'd like to get involved and get some of these games a bit later, you can get more information. Text in games to 5. Just no spaces in there, just games, the word GAMES and the number 2 and the number 5. Text it into 0488 880 8991 and we will send you a link where you can get more details about the project, and where you can make a pledge for 1 game or 3 games or even more if you'd like to order games for your club. So, yeah, it's a great opportunity. And coming up right now, just after the break, and we're going to give away a free game. So stay tuned.
This program is made possible by the support of Adventist World Radio.
So our free giveaway this week, each day we're giving away 1 game. These are games that are yet to be manufactured, so it does depend on us reaching the Kickstarter goal. So TEM43 is the code, and text that into 0488 880 891. Perhaps you can include in your message the Bible games or the Bible Heroes games in your message as well. TEM43, text us in to let us know that you'd like a free copy of these Wayfarer Collective Bible games, and assuming we hit our Kickstarter goal, we will guarantee that we'll send that out to you. Thank you for joining us again, and tomorrow we're going to talk about a little bit more about how you can get involved and multiply the impact of these games. So we'd love you to join us again as we finish up our program this week. As we go out, this is Anna Beeden with Fill Your Lungs.
I know you're feeling scared. I know you cannot see hope anywhere. I know you're disconnected. There's no way through. I know you feel alone, but these feelings aren't true. Would it help if you knew He's right there with you? Breathe deeply, fill your lungs, take it in, oh, the grace of God. You will get through this, guaranteed. The end of the story's been told. Take courage and take hold. story's been told. The end of the story's been told. His kingdom has already won. He's already won. And God's kingdom will come. It will come.
This program has been made possible by the support of Adventist World Radio.